stop at nothing until he has this boy.
If anything happens to that kid, I'll never forgive myself.
Okay, so I have to admit it. When I heard about this CGI remake of The Jungle Book, I was definitely one of those people who was shaking his hands at the sky going, "Why are they remaking The Jungle Book?" Now, here we are, the film is out, and guess what? It's great! Welcome back, this is the BrownCast review of The Jungle Book. This is the story about a boy named Mowgli. After he is orphaned as an infant, a panther named Bagheera finds him. Bagheera takes the child to be raised by wolves. Mowgli is raised by a she-wolf named Raksha under the pack leader Akela. Thus, time rolls on. Years later, Mowgli has grown to be one of the pack. But during the water truce, a period where all animals visit the watering hole during a drought, a predator appears. A tiger named Shere Khan has returned from unknown hunting grounds to his usual spot. With the threat of Shere Khan fueled by the tiger's hatred for man, Mowgli must leave the jungle and return to the world of man, the only place he will be safe. Now, you might notice that there's some slight story differences between this film and the animated feature. And you'd be right. But besides some minor changes, this film pretty much plays out the same as the animated feature. I also should mention, though this film goes for a more dark and adventurous tone and theme, there are still some classic Disney music moments. This film is really well done. The CGI in The Jungle Book looks great and really immerses you. The animal characters are awesome, blending human facial traits with animal behaviors. You really feel the drama coming from the animation. And a standout example, King Louie is strangely awesome to look at, because it's obviously modeled on Christopher Walken's face from the eyeline to hairline, so you have this really good CGI monkey making Walken faces. But the true testament is the performances. First up is our new Mowgli, played by Neil Sethi. He has a great mix of seeming like a real kid, but also a cinematic kid, so he's not annoying and you really like him. I also have to mention, since the whole cast is CGI animals, it's really impressive that a kid this young is able to work so well against what is really nothing. The next big performance comes from Idris Elba as Shere Khan. This guy sells a more intimidating and dangerous Khan, nothing like the aristocratic British voice of the animated version.
It's me, Shere Khan. I'd like a word with you, if you don't mind.
Honestly, the whole cast does an amazing job, but those two really sell the film for this new direction. Finally, I have to give a shout out to Jon Favreau. After hearing about the tension between him and Disney, it was interesting to see him spearheading such an ambitious project for them. And I have to say, this guy kills it. Jon Favreau knows how to use CGI and knows effectively how to wield it in a movie. With a body of work like this, he is truly cementing his claim in this new era of filmmaking. I loved this film and I recommend you see it as soon as possible. The animated film will always have a place in the Disney lineup. However, this newest interpretation of The Jungle Book takes us to a familiar world with interesting and new ideas behind it. This has been a BrownCast review. Thanks for watching.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.